Path program, week 4. This is where we start to put things into action. Before we do that, I think it would be good to think about success and what success means to us. We are given and offered a lot of different measures of success in our lifetime, and it starts very early. It starts in our relationships, it starts at school, and goes on through life. Every job that we have will have its own different measures of our performance, and I think that gives us a landscape of success that can be very, very difficult to unpick. Money is a very difficult measure because, earn as much money as I can is anything that's measured in numbers. Numbers are infinite. So, what's enough? What's good enough? But I think it's really important for us, surely, to be able to say, I am successful. I am on my path. I am living now the life that I choose. It's almost like the Western existence, at the very least, feels like you never really succeed. It's almost like it's impossible to succeed. We're shown people who win lotteries and millions, and then are miserable and throw it all away or kill themselves or something like that. We see unhappy celebrities, and yet we're offered this, told that this celebrity is something to aspire to. But really, all of that's just bullshit at the end of the day. And what it comes down to is the same old thing. What do you choose? What does success actually mean to you? And I would suggest that success isn't an endpoint, because what happens when you get to your endpoint? You choose another smart goal that's measurable, and I don't know. I'm going to make my first million, I'm going to make my second million, I'm going to make my first 5 million. It's totally up to you. But to sit and meditate on what success really, really means to you, and maybe to tease it out through clean methods, that may not be as easy as we think. For me, looking back over my life, I've seen a few things that pop up again and again and again, and one of those seems to be something like freedom from responsibility. As a kid myself, I grew up under the weight of a lot of responsibility, and I've continued that into adulthood. But for me, like I've always had this daydream of when I was trapped. Well, I felt trapped. Of course, I trapped myself in a very unhappy marriage. I said to myself, my dream was to be able to go down in the morning, see my family at breakfast, and say, what should we do today? What do you want to do today? Shall we jump in the car and go to the beach? Shall we go into the mountains? What do you want to do? So something about that for me is very important. And so I think there's something about that freedom to do exactly what you want at any time is very important. And, for a while I thought that money would be the key to that. Turned out that wasn't the way it was. In fact, becoming more free from money was more of a key to that. So, but that's just for me personally. So if it's not an endpoint, and if it's not specific and measurable and time-based and all that kind of stuff, surely a successful person must be able to continue to be successful, right? Because if you earn your first million, do you stop being successful then until you've reached your next goal? You know what I mean? So it's like being on your path surely should be success. And maybe success can be simpler than we are taught to aspire to. Maybe comfort. Maybe you're living stress-free, peacefully. Maybe that's success for each one of us. And the point is, it's completely different for every one of us. So now's the time that we get to choose. So today's exercise, let's sit down, have a really good think about how we choose to define success in our own lives, because we are the masters and the authors of our own lives. So, we get to do this. We get to declare ourselves successful. So that's today's exercise. See you later.